Well, hello, welcome to the channel and thanks for joining me. So today we're going to take a quick look at this JVC 9115 FB. Now it's a really rare beast actually, and I came across it a little while ago and I've not really done anything with it, but I thought I'd do a very quick show and tell video today just to take a look at it. Now I can't really find that much information about this at all, but I do love my JVC stuff, so I kind of bought this as a curiosity as much as anything else. And it kind of predates a lot of the like the Sanyo Slim 10s and stuff like that we've reviewed on the channel before, which aren't terribly great if I'm honest in terms of desktop portable recorders. So I wondered if this one might be a little bit better. Now as I say, she's a fairly old beast, but she's in superb condition and it's battery powered and mains powered as well. It does have an auxiliary in and earphone out, and also there's a 5-pin DIN socket in there for integration, play and record. So all in all, not bad. It's got a built-in speaker, condenser mic, and you've got the tone control there, you can see, and volume as well. So on the face of it, it looks pretty well spec'd, and it's a sturdy unit. It's quite a nice looking unit, to be honest. I'm going to give it a bit of a polish today, but I thought it might be nice to take the cover off and have a peek inside for the first time just to see what it's about in there. And perhaps we'll do a very quick recording test as well, just one in the room like this really, so we can see how it would have worked in a real environment where it would have just been perched on a desktop somewhere in an office or a conference room, just to see how sensitive the mic is and how well it plays it back. So that's a quick overview, but let's have a look inside and see what it's about. So as I say, we're only just going to take a really quick look today, and to that end, it may well be the first time it's actually ever been apart. And just as easily as that, there it is. It's a lovely rugged unit, I've got to say. I love the way that it'll lie down flat, you can stand it on end, you can put the handle pretty much anywhere. It's so solid, nice aluminium bar there. It's really rugged compared to a lot of the portable cassette players that came afterwards. And it's absolutely spotless in here. Let's bring you in for a closer look. And so here's a bird's eye view of it. You can see it's never been opened before. The original cable ties are still wound around the board. And look at those sliders, they're superb. Everything is so clean in there. There's the speaker, 8-ohm speaker. And look at this, it's even got terminal blocks as standard on the board there. Doesn't get much more sort of functional than that. Super clean transformer. And look at those battery terminals. I don't know if they've ever been used, to be honest. It's so clean. Now, I've only ever plugged this in briefly once, and it does work quite nicely, I've got to say. I'm just spinning the belt by hand there, but there's no real sort of issue with wow and flutter. It's only really going to be used for conversation anyway, not for music. And the belt seems fairly springy, not too dried out or anything like that. And it's still got some bite on the pulley, so I'm not going to even bother replacing it today. I think it would be a relatively easy job. I think we've got some corner screws on the actual board if we wanted to get that away, or the next layer down. I think, yeah, there's a screw down inside there, another one down inside there. So quite typical kind of JVC build really, where you can either get the board off and lift that away to expose part of the mech, or you can drop the whole mechanism out in one go if you so required. But as I say, not doing that today. We're just having a quick look around just as a curiosity, because you don't see many of these units around. So there we go. I think what we'll do now is just put the lid back on and give it a polish and have a listen to it. And yes, I am going to get my cotton bud and go through every single one of these holes. Should make some difference. Just to say that you may be able to take the actual cassette lid off for this, but a couple of things. I had a quick look and I didn't want to force anything, and I haven't got a user manual to hand to know whether or not that is the case. And in any event, The access here is really quite good, so there's no need to. So we're all right. You can still see the stuff coming off though. I've got to say, this is worthwhile. Well, there we go. There's a fair amount of gunk off of there now. And as I said before about the chunky solid aluminium handle there with the leatherette finish on the top, and the ejector lever that's in a nice solid bar there, look. You know, everything is almost over-engineered. But is there such thing as over-engineered when you want something to last for a long time? I guess not. So I suppose there's an argument to say that maybe some of the capacitors and what have you probably have passed their best on this now. So, and I'm sure there's an argument to say that the capacitors and what have you are probably past their best now. So this could sound better than the demo we're about to do. But nonetheless, let's give it a go and see how it sounds. Okay, so we're going to put a tape in and try it, I think. So that eject is gorgeous, that mechanism. In fact, if you do it with the tape in though, watch this. Oh, it's a lovely, proper, you know, affirmative feel there. It's fantastic. So anyways, what I'm going to do is press play and record, and I'm going to watch the leader tape just pass through, which is about there. So as I'm talking to you now, I'm just going to talk some complete and utter gibberish. I'm about the same distance now from the microphone on the phone, possibly slightly further away with the actual machine just there. And I'm literally now just talking away as if I was in a room, perhaps a meeting, a conference room, something like that. It's particularly quiet outside actually at the moment. It's a nice sunny day for a change. We've had some massive hailstorms and the thunder and lightning yesterday. And next door I've been out and the kids are out and the dogs are barking. But they've suddenly gone quiet, so it's just me talking to you now. No real background noise, I guess, but it'd be interesting to see what this machine does pick up. So I think what we'll do now is stop it and rewind it here. And I'm just going to play it back again through the camera phone here, and we'll see just how bright and clear it is. So we'll rewind it. There we go, a bit of noise from the mechanism there, probably the capacitors, I should think. So I'm going to press play. You can see there's quite a lot of background noise. Here we go. Which is about there. So as I'm talking to you now, I'm just going to talk some complete and utter gibberish. I'm about the same distance now from the microphone on the phone, possibly slightly further away with the actual machine just there. And I'm literally now just talking away as if I was in a room, perhaps a meeting, a conference room, something like that. It's particularly quiet outside actually at the moment. It's a nice sunny day for a change. We've had some massive hailstorms and the thunder and lightning yesterday. And next door I've been out and the kids are out and the dogs are barking. But they've suddenly gone quiet, so it's just me talking to you now. No real background noise, I guess, but it'll be interesting to see what this machine does pick up. And we'll see just how bright and clear it is. And a nice little peculiar noise as we turned it off there. As I say, I think the capacitors need replacing on this, but it does work nicely. It sounds quite clear to me, that. So I'm really pleased with that actually. It's a lovely little machine. It's so rugged. I think no wonder it stood the test of time so well. Chunky plastic, aluminium handle, decent sliders there, really nice feel to them. Positive mechanism controls, absolutely lovely. So there we go then. That is the 9115FB from JVC. And I think that's a smashing little thing really. So I thought you might just like to have a quick look at it. Just a quick show and tell more than anything else. But if you're interested in boomboxes, 8-tracks, personal stereos, vintage games, all that kind of stuff, please consider subscribing. Hit the notification bell for updates. And there's plenty of cool stuff coming your way. So thanks very much for watching. Thanks for your support. And I'll see you soon. All the best. Bye-bye.